You know what's good? Even though you gave up door knocking, I'm glad we had a win today. Do you want to share that win with everybody today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the win that we
Because
had today?
see, I invite that guy Julian
Yeah.
right here, and he saw me on the video, and when I told him that I was 70, he said, "Nah, you are not."
No
I
te
said,
creo,
"Well,
huh? Yeah.
yeah, not the creo, but the body does feel it, you know."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the win, I think we learned a lot today, and I shared that with Diana before on the phone, but
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are being awesome with me. I mean, what else I can ask? You know, you guys are being fantastic,
Yeah.
both of you
Well,
guys.
it's really our pleasure. So I'm glad that you're on the team. I'm glad that you're here. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you're showing up and putting in that work, man. That's what it's all about. So we've had some pretty good conversations. I know kind of a little bit about the history and what we're trying to accomplish. So we're making gains, brother. We're making gains. So you invited uh Julian, yeah?
Julian, Julian.
So we had a contest last week, right? Who invited the most people,
Oh yeah,
right? Graham is Graham in here?
Yeah, that was Graham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't. Did we keep a tally on that, or what's how did that? Because I might have already awarded the prize.
All right, very good. Go ahead, Cody. Yep.
So we got Manuel set up with a headset. Needed a headset,
yeah.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was causing some problems, right? And then we're gonna get that solved.
Yes,
That's gonna eliminate a lot of problems. It's gonna like fast track you, brother. So
yeah, yeah.
we got him a set my exact headset. You're gonna have this one. Boom.
Oh,
We're gonna be gemelos. So we got
that's
it.
the champ.
Yeah.
That's the champ.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, can't say too much, but yeah. So I don't know, Graham. Were we keeping track of who invited the most people?
Lost track. I'll have to check on that.
All right. Okay. We'll go.
Do you know who won? Did you keep track?
No, I really didn't. That was a real off the cuff thing. So we'll get everybody some door prizes. We'll figure something out. So
Well, I tell you what, this Julian has everything to do it. You know, he's a door. I mean, he's a uh, he's a hungry man for this thing. You know,
great.
and,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Julian, are you there?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
You can hear you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm really eager. I have the drive. I know I have the motivation, and I know I have the right tools, maybe. But I know I'm in the right environment to get me to the right
Awesome.
place. So I'm excited.
How do you know Manuel?
I found him on Craigslist. He was I want to say he probably took some game from you guys, and he started posting, throwing those ads out there, and I just reached out to try to create a partnership, and I left him a message. Didn't think anything of it, and he returned my message. He gave me a call, and we talked on the phone for a good while, and it's just been, since good ever since. And he invited me here, and I was excited. We actually had a little Zoom meeting ourselves before we came on. I was kind of teaching him, I think, of how to like work the Zoom. I think, and yeah, he's just a really great guy, and just eager to help him out if we could work together on anything. So yeah.
That's the same vibe I got from him too. So we're in good company. So hey, what Manuel and Julian have done, I want to point out to everybody, your network is your net worth, right? That's what's going to make things happen for us, is reaching out to people, getting outside of our comfort zone. So Julian reached out or answered an ad that that Manuel put up. You know, it wasn't fancy or anything like that. This is Julian. You're the second or third person that I've come into contact with from Manuel, from his ads. He's just really trying to connect people and do that. He's putting that energy out there into the world, and that's what makes things happen. So you know, take note of that. It's difficult. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, but that's where we grow and that's where we learn. So I love having new people in here, and this is what we're all about. We're here to support, build each other up, and help each other. One hand wash the other, and both hands wash the face.
I know.
So Graham, what do we have on deck today? We're going to do some call calibrations.
I reckon so. I mean, that seems to be the thing that helps us improve the most. It's certainly a skill that we all need. And I think pretty much when we're on a call, we're pretty much blind to, you know, how we really sound to others. So we can, when we calibrate a call, it shows us what other people think, which is always a learning point. I know all my calls need improvement, so it's always a good thing.
That's right. That's right. So what we're going to do, Julian, you're new here, so we just play our calls like watching game film, and that's how we get better and, you know, pick up things, spot them right away and fix them, do these course corrections. Who do we have on deck for a call tonight?
All right. So Lyrica is going to be playing the call. And then she has one from Noah. He's actually from Sub 2, so maybe we can send him the recording as well.
Okay.
I remember him reaching out a few times, but it seems like it's his one of his first leads. So yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Let me just share my. Okay. Oh, it's downloading.
Do 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 do. All good. We got a little bit of technical difficulties. It'll all come together here. Anybody have any questions while we get that queued up?
Or any jokes?
No jokes. We're gonna save those to the end. I do want to let you guys know, this is news to Diana Nishad too, but we're gonna be re-rolling out like a survey. We're gonna be talking to you guys, asking you what it is that you think you need help with, or what you want to talk about, or what you want to study. So this is be much more directed towards you and much more customized. So I understand we already have a survey that we've used before. We'll be taking a look at that, and then, you know, kind of reworking it a little bit, or maybe add some stuff and be sending that out to you guys. So stay tuned on that, more info coming. That's going to make it so this is just much more customized to our little team here. Would that be helpful? Does anybody think that would be helpful? You could just throw a 1 in the chat. I see Hiram nodding. Yeah.
Awesome. Is this just for the blueprint, or?
Yes. So it's gonna be just for the blueprint.
Okay.
Just for our team, you know, and if there's somebody that's on our team that's not on our team, we can kind of figure that out too. But I just want to make sure we're serving our core, and then, you know, outside of that. But, you know, we're kind of manageable. We've kind of dropped down to about 19 people or so in the past several. That's manageable. We can start making some rounds, start getting some content on here, topics that y'all want to talk about.
Okay, that's awesome. Maybe we can post that on the Facebook too.
Yep. As soon as I get it from, I think Vaughn sending that to me, so I'll get that done and sent over.
Okay, awesome. Lyrica, do we have the call ready?
Yes, the record is failed. I'll try it again. Just a
Okay,
second.
let me try to pull one on my end.
Okay, thank you.
Let's do one from Allison since it's here.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, my name is Jay. I was trying to get in contact with Sarah McCoy.
There is no Jerry McCoy here.
No, Sarah, not Jerry.
Okay.
Is there a Sarah McCoy there?
You say Sarah McCoy?
Yes.
She does not live here.
Oh, but did you know Sarah though?
Do I know her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was actually calling about her
Okay,
property
so
today.
why are you calling me?
Are you related to Sarah by any chance?
No, I'm not.
I see. Sorry about that. By any chance though, well, again, my name is Jay and I'm with Home Buyers Network. Do you have a property though that you would consider selling?
Oh, I got some property I'll consider selling. You got any money?
Okay, can you share the address? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Pinewood Drive, Whiteville, North Carolina. Let's see it here. And if you don't mind me asking, did you have a price in mind for what you'd be looking to get for the property?
All I can.
Can you please tell me more about all I can?
I'm not going to negotiate with me for you. I don't do that. You look at it, you come up with the price you think you can live with, and if I can live with it, we talk. If not, I'll tell you go to hell.
I understand. Well, we're not your average investors. We're not making, a call just to make a local offer. This is not a good business for us. Okay, but as long as
I've heard
makes sense
all
for us
the
to buy the property,
what you guys put out every day. I hear it every day. So,
probably been getting a lot of calls from investors. Huh?
I do.
Okay, well, what can you tell me about the property as far as its condition?
It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, in great condition.
Okay, great condition. When you say great condition, any updates or remodeling made in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the
floors?
Okay.
Bathrooms redone.
Bathrooms redone. Both bathrooms?
Yeah. Yep.
Redone. Okay. And just to get a better idea of what the condition the property is at, what would you rate that house 1 to 10? 10 being a brand new house.
I'm not going to do that for you. You do it for yourself. You do your own due diligence.
I understand. Okay, no worries. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay. Well, if we agree on something, we can close it as fast as you can, or we can close it as slowly as you'd like. With that being said, what time frame works best for you?
We can agree on something as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Agree on something. Okay. Did you have at least a bottom dollar for this?
Yeah, $400 million.
400 million?
Yeah.
How did you come up with that number?
Same way you come up with yours. Just pull it straight out of the air.
I mean, we're not serious,
I don't have time for this. If you want to make an offer, you make offer. If you don't, you never have to dial this number again.
I understand. Okay. Well, normally we send our formal offer through email. Do you have an email address that we can use?
Same number.
Same number.
That number and send it to here.
Got it. When is normally a better time to reach you? Morning, afternoon, evening?
Whenever the phone rings, I'll answer.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I was not able to ask for your name. What was your name again?
Michael,
Michael. And the last name, please?
you don't need my last name.
Okay, well, okay. Here's what I'll be doing instead, Michael, okay? I'll be forwarding this information to my property
I
specialist.
really don't care.
Mhm.
All I
And-
want you to do, if you have an offer, call me back. No offer, don't call me back.
Got it, got it. Okay,
I can't make it any simpler than that.
got it, got it. Also, Michael, aside, of course, from the price, why are you considering selling this?
That's none of your damn business there. If I own it, I can sell it anytime I want.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I just thought.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
goodbye.
Yeah, yeah, we'll be in touch, Michael.
All right.
All right. Senor. Yes, he's got the hand on the head. I love it. Yeah.
Well, I
Feedback
really
for yourself,
tried.
sir.
I really tried to dig more, but he's a bit challenging. You can hear him. He's always. I tried using any Socratic question, but just won't answer.
So check this out. We're gonna do a little role play right here, okay?
Yeah.
You just make it about whatever you want, okay? This is just to demonstrate something. So I'm gonna call you, Allison. So ring ring.
Hi, is this Cody?
Yep, this is Cody with the Home Buyers Network. It's calling about your house on Main Street. Is that still for sale?
How do you get my number? Oh, sorry. Is this a challenge? What's the situation here?
What do you mean? It's a situation. We're just trying to buy the house. How long have you owned the house?
More than you know.
More than I know. Okay, I'm just trying to buy the house. Well, what has you thinking about selling?
It's for the right price.
Oh, what's the right price?
You tell me. You call me.
Well, I can't tell you. You have to tell me. It's your house.
I don't know.
We're not the average. We're not your average real estate investors. I don't know. I don't know if you've heard of us.
Not really.
Yeah. So we're
Who are you?
just trying to buy that. I'm Cody with the Home Buyers Network. Just trying to buy your house. Can you tell me about the condition of it?
It's in pristine condition.
Pristine condition? How much do you want for it? What's your lowest bottom dollar?
Well, you make an offer, and I'll tell you if the offer will work for me.
Well, I can't offer you something right now. I mean, you need to tell me what it is.
Okay, but yeah, you have to do your due diligence.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna cut it. So my point there, right there, I was just asking you a bunch of questions, right? Like, hey, is Betty there? No, Betty's not here. So you're not Betty? No, I'm not Betty. So you don't know Betty then? No. What's your name? Bob. Okay. So you're Bob and you don't know Betty. What's your last name, Bob? You see how that we're just asking questions? When you start asking people questions, it's like they're they're doing everything. You know what I mean? He's helping you. He's telling you stuff that's helpful to you, and you're not reciprocating. You're not acknowledging, and you're not slowing down, or you're just like, hey, you're talking over him. You're basically like, hey, we're the big dogs here. We know what's up. I'm gonna ask you this stuff, and you're gonna tell me. This is the script. I know that's not what you mean. That's the way it comes across. So that's why he got increasingly more sarcastic as the call went on. He's like, you give me an offer, you don't call my phone back again. That's that's not how that's definitely not how this works, right? But we didn't set that up right.
Mhm.
So this is what I'm going to give you this general feedback, and I'll let others go. We only have a certain number of questions to ask people before they get pissed off and they feel like it's an interrogation. So we want to make it conversational, and we do that by slowing down, allowing them to talk, and acknowledging what they say. If we don't acknowledge what they say, they either think that you didn't hear it, and or you don't give a F, right? And you're just trying to sell them something or buy something. You're just trying to promote your agenda.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know that's not the case, but that's the way it comes across, because he got more and more upset as that call went on. He's like talking like, yeah, make me an offer for the right price. You know, you kind of went around on price a little bit. You're kind of bobbing and weaving a little bit. There was not a lot of structure to how you were answering the questions. You were just jumping around. And that's what kind of made it so there wasn't rapport. And then, you know, he just got pissed off. Like, just give me an offer. You know, I get a lot of calls, all this stuff that we know to deal with, but we just slow it down and acknowledge what they're saying. Go, hey, yeah, definitely want to get you an offer on your house. That's step 4, though, in this process, and we're just on step 1. What's got you thinking about possibly selling? If you had asked that earlier, I don't think he would have said it's none of your damn business. He might have said, well, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I get it. So then you could kind of pivot to something else depending on where the conversation goes. But we don't want to talk over the seller. It's not a competition, right? We're not going to beat them. We're going to be in partnership with them. We're not going to convince anybody to sell their house. If they don't want to sell, we don't want to buy it because they're not selling it, you know? So we have to kind of determine that and allow the conversation to go where it is. So take a breath and make sure that they've said everything, because they'll start saying stuff. They'll just give up a lot of information, and we don't have to talk so much, and that allows us to think and see how we're going to respond, not react to what they say. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Graham, Diana.
Yeah, me, I'd like to go because this is a good opportunity really to say a couple of things. It's important to know why we're talking to these guys. What are we doing? Well, we're sorting them out. We can never, ever, not in a billion years, persuade somebody to sell a house. A man convinced against his will is still of the same opinion still. And so when we enter a call, we've got to determine which bucket they're in. Are they wanting to sell their home or are they not? And as soon as we determine that they're not, the call is really over, because what else can we achieve? Well, perhaps we can dig into their network if they're amenable. You know, perhaps they know somebody who does want to sell the house, you know, so there is an end to the call that you can do. But if they're not really interested, and the guy for some reason didn't hang up, okay, I mean, when he said 400 million, he's trying to make it as obvious as possible that, you know, you're not going to come up with a price that I'm interested in. I don't really want to sell it, and I'm not sure why he didn't hang up, you know. And it's a real shame that some, you know, potential sellers are really rude. It breaks my heart every time. It's one of the hardest things I find on the phone is when they're rude to you and sarcastic. There's no need for it. And sometimes I do feel I want to challenge them because I deserve more respect on the phone as a professional. And sometimes it is right to do that, or it's right to hang up because they're not interested. So let's bear that in mind. The other thing is, as Cody said, it's important that we get into a conversation and not interrogate them. And I want to underline that. Cody said it, but this is not about getting through the script with all those questions. We want to gather as much information as we can that comes from them. So it's important that we do that and not try and score points because we got the most questions answered. So that's very important. And staying on the phone too long can then destroy your mindset for the rest of the course of that session. So it's important, if the call isn't going well, that you get off the call, because you're not going to persuade him to sell, right? I mean, be very polite and say something like this. It's what we call a pull away, and you were chasing him the whole time. So he was coming after you with a stick, right? He's going to beat you down. So pull away. Say something like, well, it sounds so like you're not really serious about selling right now, and I respect that. Is that the case? And then he'll say yes, and you'll say, well, God bless you. You know, maybe we'll call you in a year or two or something like that, you know? Yeah. So again, this is general feedback. And so the other thing is about those calls, well, he's clearly not going to sell his house to you, is you wasted all that time. You could have been on other calls, could have been people waiting in the wings ready to, you know, sell you their house. And we could miss out, we could run out of time or a shift end. So it's important that we don't overly spend time on the phone. A cold call should Dan, no longer than 10 minutes, isn't it? Yeah, because we're there to gather. Manuel, do you want to mute? I'm sorry.
I will.
Yeah, thanks. We're looking to just gather the 4 pillars as best we can. All right. So I hope that's helpful. Remind yourself before you start each day on the phone what it's about. It's about the seller. It's about finding out if they want to sell their house or if they need to sell their house. We're really looking as investors for people who need to sell their house. And that's the bottom line.
And then just to add in on an up note, Allison, you're doing great. You have the basics there. You know what I mean? And I want to offer this piece of advice or feedback so you can grab onto something. If objection handling would have gone a long way in this call and giving you some confidence and credibility. So that's absolutely something we can work on. That would help you acknowledge, you know, it would take care of a few things. It would acknowledge what he said, diffuse it, and then point the conversation in a direction that we want it to go in. So I think that would be my one thing to hook onto to improve across the board is objection handling. We can cover that. We can do some drills, but I don't. Sounds like we were very, very heavy on you. You're doing great. Good job staying in the pocket and not giving up on the call. Okay. But that's the way we can fix that. I think is some really getting good with the objection handling.
Yep. No worries.
So you're gonna book
Thanks,
another call with Graham, or come to our Tuesday morning role play, 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. If you're around, we can work on it there too.
Yeah, I'll check.
All right.
Yeah, we had fun, Jay, didn't we? We got to know each other. We did a bit of role play. You know, that's why I put my calendar link up there. You know, feel free to book a call. And also, if you do book, if anyone books a call with me, do remind me of the call, okay? Because you're booking it, I'm volunteering my time, and my time can get crowded out like anybody else. So remind me of the call, show you're eager, and I'm eager to help those who are eager, who want the help. Definitely. I think we're all like that. So
right on. Okay. Do we have another call? Do we have any questions on that? Would it be helpful to role play to drill some objections real quick? Just do some popcorn? Yeah. So Graham, let's you and I do it, okay?
yeah.
Just be that seller, be difficult. All right.
Okay.
Ring.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Graham, this is Cody with the Home Buyers Network calling about your property on Sesame.
I'm sorry, I'm really hard of hearing. Could you speak up? Who's this?
Yeah. This is Cody with the Home Buyers Network. We're real estate investors calling about your property on Sesame Street. Just
Oh,
seeing if you had considered possibly selling.
well, do you see a for sale sign in front of my yard?
No, actually, we didn't see a sign there. We were actually in the neighborhood looking for our next fix and flip, and your property looked like something that might be of interest to us. Have you thought about selling?
No, I need somewhere to live. I wouldn't have anywhere to live. I mean, I've been in this house a long time. I don't want to sell it. I wouldn't know where to go.
Okay, yeah, no worries, and that's exactly why we're calling here. This is called just to gauge your interest to see if you had considered even possibly selling.
No. I wouldn't know where to go, as I say.
No worries. Hey, who do you know?
Everyone's died, and I'm just here by myself. I really don't want to move, so
Everyone's died?
yeah, everybody's died. I'm here by myself, and
Oh,
I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, I
yeah,
hardly can get around these days, so I wouldn't have anybody even to help me move, so, but I wouldn't want to move anyway. I don't get much money,
yeah,
just on my pension, which is hardly anything,
yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like I might have heard you wrong, but it sounds like you might possibly want to move if you didn't have some of those things happening. Like,
No, I wouldn't want to move at all. Yeah,
yeah,
this is paid for. Why would I want to move? I don't even know where I'd move to, so.
yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. No worries. I appreciate your time today. Quick question for you. Who do you know, a neighbor, family, friend that is possibly interested in selling, even if it's land?
You could call my son. He might. I know he's talked a few times, but he lives in a different state. I mean, so I don't.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. We can give him a call. What's his name?
His name's Daniel.
Oh, okay. Do you have his number there?
No, I don't have his number. You could call him.
Okay. Yeah, I can hang on if you want to go grab it.
I don't know where I'd look right now. Yeah,
So how do you get in touch with him? You just wait for him to call you?
he calls me sometimes.
Okay. How often does he call?
Not too often.
Oh boy. So we could be waiting for a while then, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what city is Daniel in?
He's in Hawaii. That's probably why I don't see him much.
Yeah, okay. That's that's a good reason. Sometimes those telephone wires don't reach all the way from Hawaii back over to the mainland. Yeah. What has him thinking about selling? Last time you guys talked.
You'd have to ask him. I know he mentioned it one time or other, a
Yeah,
while back.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he finds it a bit isolated over in Hawaii. It's stuck out in the ocean there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I hear you. Hey, what's Daniel's last name? I can maybe look him up and give him a call that way.
Why do you need that information? You got my name.
Yeah, it's just so we can get in touch with him. It's no big deal. I'm happy to call you back and see if he's called you and see if he left you the phone number so we can give him a call.
Okay, I'll mention it next time he calls.
All right, great. Well, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So that wasn't a lead. I mean, that was kind of funky a little bit. I was hoping for some more objections, like come walk it, give me an offer, all the other stuff that the other guy said. But that kind of just went the way it went. But I had something in my mind. I don't know if you guys could tell. I was trying to take it one way, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm all alone. I'm all alone." And I said, "Hey, it sounds like you might want to move if you didn't have all this all these things happening." It's like, "No, I want to stay. You heard wrong." So it cleared that up, right? So he definitely didn't want to sell. Does he know anybody that wants to sell? Maybe his son. That's it. I'd probably let that go a little bit too long, but I was trying to see if I could get some objections, or you're going to say something else.
I think you did a good job, Cody. You pulled all the loose strings, and trying to projecting an old man a bit senile, you know. But yeah, I handled it really nicely, actually.
Good.
Yeah, it was getting me to talk naturally. I was trying to resist the role play, but you were naturally drawing me out. So it's very, very skillful.
All right. Well, you're biased. So I'll take that. But I appreciate that. So does anybody have any objections that are crazy? They could just throw them out popcorn. Like, what's your offer? Come walk the property. Want to hear any objection handling on that? Or are we good? Allison, want some get back? Going once, going twice. Sold to no one. Okay, we'll move on. Got another call?
Yes.
All right. While we get that queued up, everybody stand up, some energy before this last 20 minutes of the call. Get up, move around. Yeah, Hiram's moving. Got Chung, Allison, Julian, let's get some motion, brother. Yeah, right. You got some dancing sooner than you thought. Some energy in here.
We'll play S2 Noah's call.
Whose call is this?
S2 Noah.
Noah's? Okay.
This is Jeff,
Hi.
Buyers Network.
My house has to be sold.
Oh, okay. Or do you have any properties, ma'am, that you would consider selling?
Yeah, I have property that I want to sell.
Okay, may I know the address so that I can check here on our end?
It's 825 East 228th Street.
825?
East, yes, 228th Street in the Bronx.
Okay. Give me a second to check.
You real estate?
Yes, ma'am. We're real estate investors and we're looking to buy properties. Okay, give me a second. Okay, got it. 825 East 228. Okay. 10466, correct?
Yeah, 10466.
Okay. And what can you tell me about this property, ma'am? Have you done any updates or improvements so far?
Have I done any what?
Have you done any updates or renovation so far in this property?
I'm not really sure. I'm not living there.
Oh, okay. So this property is vacant or it is rented?
No, it's not vacant. My sister lives there.
Ah, sister living there. Okay, got it.
So
That's
we have to sell it and divide the money.
okay. So may I know how much would you want to get for it potentially?
How much is it worth?
Okay. But do you have a price range or at least a ballpark price?
Can you find out how much it's worth?
Yes, ma'am. We can definitely want to give you an offer. And for now, ma'am, if you decide you want to sell your property to us or to anyone, what are the reason why you would consider selling this property?
Because my mother left me half of it. My mother left it to me, and my sister has it too.
Okay. And both you and your sister is the owner of this property, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we can close as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. With that being said, what time frame works best for you to sell this property?
Say that again.
What time frame works best for you to sell this property?
What offering?
When you're gonna sell your property, ma'am, if the price is right.
All right. You mean, do I want to sell it right away?
As soon as possible. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And are there any back taxes or mortgage balances that needs to be taken care of?
Yes.
Okay, may I know how much or how much do you want to take
We
away?
owe the bank money for the mortgage.
Okay, and how much was that?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to find out. I'm not really sure. See, I don't live there. My mother gave it to me because she died.
Oh, okay. So probably you don't know how much is the mortgage balance, correct?
No.
Oh, okay, got it. That is noted here. So your
I got to
sister?
get a lawyer first.
Oh, okay. Okay, ma'am. That is noted here. And do you happen to know what similar houses are going for in the neighborhood, in that property?
No. No.
Okay. So you don't have any price in mind for this property, correct?
I think I looked online and
Mm-hmm.
it said it was worth 665.
650? 650,000, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Can you look online now and tell me?
For now, ma'am, what I'll do now is I'm going to send this information up to one of our property specialists. They'll do the due diligence and give you a call back as soon as possible. So, what's the best time to call you? Is it morning, afternoon, or evening?
All day.
Okay,
And what's their
anytime.
number? And what's their number? Because a lot of people been calling me and I don't know who's who.
Okay. You can give a call back to the number showing as caller ID.
Yes.
Okay, and you can
The
save this.
same number?
Yes, ma'am. You can save this number under Home Buyers Network.
Let me write that down. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Home Buyers Network.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
You said it's called Home Buyers Network?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And I just wanted to confirm: is this Jacqueline Robinson, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And is this the best contact number to call, ending in 8832?
Yes.
Okay. And the property address that I'm referring to is located at 825 East 228th Street.
Yes.
Okay. And I will forward this information to my property specialist. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Have a good one.
But they're gonna call me on that number that's on my phone now?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. So that didn't sound like Noah. I don't know who that was. Are they here? Is that person here tonight? I don't think so. So it's all right. So we just covered this on Allison's call. What did you guys notice about that? What was lacking? Starts with an A and ends with and it rhymes with acknowledgement, right? So there was just a lot of a lack of acknowledgement, and that just makes the person did she sound secure or confident that she was going to get a call back, or that she knew about the process, or anything, the seller, when she got off the phone?
No.
Not at all. And it's just because we didn't do a good job of acknowledging what she said. I mean, she's right off the bat, she said, my house gotta be sold. It does? Tell me about that. When is it, what's going on? What's got it having to be sold? she would have got right into it. Well, my mom left it to me. My mom died. Okay, when would you be looking to move out of there? What's your time frame for getting out of there? Like, I don't know when her mama died, but we even if it was hella long ago, we got to acknowledge that. Like, oh man, how are you holding up? I'm okay. It's rough. We're doing blah blah blah. Or yeah, I'm all right. We were expecting it. It was a while ago. Just trying to take care of this house or whatever. But we got to throw that acknowledgement in so that we don't sound like robots.
Basically, you got to dig deeper, right?
Well, you just got to
As
be a
to
human being.
three
You gotta be-
W's.
Yeah. Like Giancarlo, man. Like, look, let's rap real quick. I'm gonna just talk to me. Just ring me.
Ring.
Hello?
1 second, sir. So you want me to be the
Yeah,
caller?
it's all right. It's all right, man. I know you're probably calling about my house, right?
Oh yes, I'm with Homeowners Advocate. I actually wanted to see if you're currently in the market of selling it or if you're looking to keep the property.
Man, I can't even think about this property right now, man. Like you're not gonna believe this, man, but my wife left me and my dog got ran over.
Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely hard times. What kind of dog was it?
It's the best dog ever. It sucked, man. He got out and it's just hard for me to even talk right now, but I'll be all right, man. Yeah. So cut. Right. Let's do it the opposite way. Just ring me again.
Ring.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. I'm with Homeowners Advocate. I was actually calling about your property. I wanted to see if you were in the market of selling it or if you were looking to keep it.
Man, I can't even think about that house right now. Like literally, I'm like bleeding, like I have an arterial bleed on my leg right now. I'm losing consciousness.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, but I should have gone the other way. Just roll right through it. I'm gonna do it to you. So ring.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hey, Giancarlo, I was calling about your house on Sesame Street.
Right now, I just lost my dog as well and going through it. I don't
Yes.
feel like talking.
Okay. So, if we did come up to a price that was good for you, when would you think about when could you get out of there?
So avoid basically. Hold on.
Oh, I sounded like an a-hole, right?
Yeah.
Like you just told me your dog died. I'm like, okay, cool. So when could you get out of there?
Shouldn't you try to talk
Yeah.
about it? Like shouldn't you try to talk about the dog and try to be show some empathy?
Just acknowledge it. Don't get too deep into it. I probably went a little bit too much, but I was trying to show the different sides. Just acknowledge it. Like you know what
I'm
I
a
mean?
dog person. The reason why I asked you, right, because I'm really like a dog person, like crazy dog. And I mean that would be a way for someone to enter me like, oh, well, what kind of dog was it?
Yeah.
And then and then you get into details. But I hear what you're saying as well.
It could be anything, right? So are you into cars? Do you like cars?
It's not as much as dogs.
Okay, so yeah, man, I can't even think about that house right now. Someone just totaled my 66 Nova, man. I just finished building it.
Yeah, let me chime in. I'll tell you, I think I'm on a delay here because I'm on the web version. You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so Cody's spot on. When you're talking about something like that, you definitely want to acknowledge it, but you don't want to stay on that topic too long because then it's going to turn into that, and then people are going to get emotional. So, Cody, you lost your dog. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I know that must suck. I was calling to see if you thought about selling the house on Main Street. So now, I mean, it's probably a bad time. Hopefully that didn't just happen, but that's what I was calling about. You want to try to take it off of that conversation, Giancarlo, right? Like, because if you sit on the dog thing, then it gets harder and harder. What breed was it? How old was he? When did it happen? Now he's like,
wouldn't you start to build rapport with that person and build not just rapport, but also build like some kind of confidence between you and the client? So it becomes more than just a sales call, right?
That's the friend zone.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. All right, you got a point.
So sorry not to step on you, Shaw, but credibility or rapport. When you build rapport, it's not cats, dogs, fly fishing. I see, the poster in the back. I've been to Hawaii too. That stuff's great. Like that's icing on the cake. But you have to have a foundation first. And the way you build rapport is by conveying to that seller that we're professional, we know what we're doing, and we're going to get this deal done for them if we come to terms, right? That's rapport. That's building rapport, and that's when you get that confidence, and that's what builds credibility, you know? So you do that by acknowledging. You don't get too deep into it, like Shad said. Acknowledge and redirect. We're on a call here. We're not a counseling line, and we're also not a-holes, right? Somebody says something, you're not gonna, that's obviously troubling to them. You just got to acknowledge it, and
Respond and pivot.
and that's it. You know what I mean? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Can't imagine what you must be going through. Like you said, it's probably, we're calling about the house on Main Street, but it's probably a bad time. And I was gonna say, no, it's fine, man. We need to get this place sold, and you keep moving on. They know, you know what I mean? But it's just, you're like a human being. You know what I mean? You can't just say all this stuff and roll down our script, because then they're gonna be like, dude, this is the Terminator or what? That's all. Just be human. Like you were talking to a friend, like somebody told you something that was sad. You go, oh man, I'm sorry. That's it, and move it on. But you have to do it. Yeah, you can't skip that part.
No, for sure.
All right, I don't want to beat a dead horse. We got 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left. Are there any questions on anything that we covered?
I think it's good, Cody, that to explain what rapport is, because it's not getting somebody to talk, you know, about their favorite subject and getting on like a house on fire, or feeling that we're both now the best of friends in the world. You know, I don't think rapport's that. My view is that rapport is that the person we're talking to now has utmost respect for who we are. They can see that we're professional, that we're efficient, and they respond with being polite to our questions, you know, so they'll even ask a few questions, especially at the end of the call. So, you know, when you build rapport up, when you achieve that respect, and at the end of the call, they ask a few questions. So I think that's why I think rapport is. Maybe somebody can spark a debate. What do other people think? That's why I think of the rapport.
Yeah, the other part that you mentioned is not bad. You could still relate and go, hey, say, but just, you know, keep it brief and on topic. That's all. So you just kind of feel it out, but yeah, that'll land you in the friend zone. They'll sell the house to somebody else. You'll call them back in a month and go, hey, I'm calling about the house. Yeah, oh yeah, we sold that. Hey, but I was gonna ask you, do you know where I could get, you know, a French bulldog? You'd be like, what the hell? Like, I'm trying to buy a house, but they didn't see you as a legitimate house buyer. You know what I mean? It's just a friend. Just like when you get put in the friend zone, man. You got to let them know what this is. We're calling them. We're the professionals, so it's up to us to guide it. Yeah. Clear as mud. All right. Any questions, you guys? I know we kind of covered a lot, went wide ranging. Allison, appreciate you always having some calls for us to calibrate, man, and putting yourself out there. That's what it's all about. And Giancarlo, appreciate your input. Love it. Chung, man, glad to see your smiling face, bro. Julian, any questions? Anything that came up for you, man? You're muted. Still muted. Oh, all right. Still muted. No, not. There we go. Showtime.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't have no questions. I'm just pretty eager, I guess, to just continue and learn from you guys and just network.
Cool. Awesome. Hey, Diana.
Yep.
What would be the best way to reach out and get that survey out to our team? You know what I mean? Like people in here. Do we have?
if you're on a Facebook group,
Yeah.
you can post it there.
Okay.
I think we've gathered a few email addresses as well.
Okay.
I think, yeah, like everyone who joins the Zoom, like first they have to register through the email, so we can probably use those email and send out the surveys like that.
Okay.
That could be another way.
Right on. All right, that's all I got.
Just a thought on the survey. I think it will be interesting to survey those who are not in this meeting. Find out what would cause them to come. What would they be looking for?
Okay. All right, Manny, give me a call tomorrow. I want to know how those headsets worked out, brother. We'll get back on the dialer. We're gonna get this thing done. All right. Okay, very good. So
No problem.
as Diana mentioned, we do have the Facebook group. I think everybody here is a member. If you're not, become a member. Julian, we could put the link in here. Make sure you know about that. Give me 1 second. So invite your friends, acquaintances, and even your enemies. There our Facebook group. It's all things real estate related. So this is Monday. So we got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday coming up. Tomorrow is, what do we got for tomorrow? Anything special?
We have Alondra tomorrow with lead manager stuff. And then we have Nahid on Wednesday with foreclosures. And then we have Cody and Graham again on Thursday.
Yes.
So, yep. Be sure to tune in. Join our Facebook group. I'll put the link on the chat. And yeah, I think I don't have anything else on my end.
Awesome.
Oh, one thing. If you guys want to do more role plays, I believe TJ's having his role play group tomorrow. I don't know where the link is, but I believe it's in the same Zoom. So if you guys want to do some role plays with TJ, that'll be tomorrow at 1 Central, I think.
Yeah, it's for sure 10 a.m. Pacific time. Whatever
10,
that equates to.
11, 12, 1. Yeah, 1 Eastern.
Okay.
There we go. Math.
All
right.
Did anybody know where I can get value of a lot? You know, like a piece of land.
You mean comp a piece of land?
Yeah.
Yeah, get with me. Did you get it off the dialer?
No. That somebody called me about a piece of land. Where we getting?
Let's talk tomorrow after we get the headset, and we'll see where is it?
It's like California City.
California City. That sounds like
Right there in the desert.
Yeah.
Over by Palmdale, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Let's talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. It's in the agenda.
Yes. Right after you get the headset, brother. Okay.
Okay.
That's it, everybody. Thank you for coming. Look out for that survey. It'll be coming to you somewhere. We'll figure out get some more.
It's not gonna be like that. What was it? The one you helped me to pass.
No, that was a test.
Oh.
It's not that. Not that. We're gonna see what everybody wants to work
this is a survey, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'll do it.
Stay tuned. Okay, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night,
everyone.
Thanks.